Christos and KT on hitusaradio.com. And Joe, we're going to take a moment here and listen to Miss Johanna Bright bring in some of her delicious poetry.
You saying delicious like it's gonna. We'll see how much y'all can chew on this.
Well, it better be delicious.
It's always thought provoking. Y'all might come up with some other words for it though. Anyway, today I wanted to start off with saying something specifically about poetry. I usually do like lessons for you all, and then the last time we did our show I was on lesson 22. But just to recap on that, anytime you're writing from your head and your heart. I'm going to do the poetry first, and then we'll just go off into how we're going to do into lesson 22, okay? So this one is from Joe's Poetry, excerpts from my radio, and this is called, Where Does Poetry Come From?
Excuse me, excerpts from your radio or your resume?
My resume. Okay. This is my segment, helpful.
Yeah, I guess.
I can call it whatever I want.
Excerpts from her radio.
From my closet.
Go, baby, go.
Anyway, it's called, Where Does Poetry Come From? It comes from my head, my heart, and my soul. It comes from my eyes and the people I see, hear. Yes, I'm a snoop. Bump into, come in contact with, argue, hug, kiss, smirk at, roll my eyes off at, flip off. It comes from nature, cutting grass, weeds, flowers, rain, storms, downpours, tornadoes, tsunamis, earthquakes, bombings, mudslides, overgrown rivers. It comes from the water, the fish in it, the boats, ships, sharks, dolphins, whales, penguins, alligators, crocodiles, man-eaters, goldfish, angelfish, clownfish, man-pleasers. My poetry comes from architecture, buildings, parks, bridges, highways, expressways, lowways, heavy traffic, traffic jams, car accidents, red lights, stop signs, yield, railroad crossings, windows of all shapes, colors, and sizes, doorknobs and archways, stately homes, homes made of wood, brick, and stone, leaves, tents, and shanties. It comes from conversations about politics, relationships, parenting, skiing, horseback riding, swimming, dancing, jumping. It comes from celebrating good times, bad times, graduations, weddings, having babies, buying your first car, home, getting your associate's, bachelor's, or master's degrees. My poetry comes from all the things we do, say, think, dream, build, destroy, wish for, get, lose, and get again. It comes from being greedy, selfish, giving, kind, considerate, loving, generous, cantankerous, ill-witted, dim-witted, being egotistical, from 50 shades of gray and all the sex in between, all the colors of yellow, blue, green, black, red, and white. It comes from the moment of conception to death and resurrection. It comes from within your mind, what your thoughts you have, opinions you hold or express. Poetry, it drives you through your day, soundless and compelling, wonderful and full of awe. It comes from you.
As usual, one of the greatest moments of our show.
Thank you.
Love it, love it, love it.
Yes.
Now, see, that is
That was delicious. What are you talking about?
Yeah, it depends on how you want to chew on it.
That was delicious.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Okay,
It
I
was
didn't
a
say
buffet.
delicious. I
It
said
was a
delicious.
buffet. It was a buffet.
Yes,
It was a
yes, it
buffet.
was definitely.
And
that.
writing should always be a buffet. It should be something that you're very familiar with. Don't write something that you're not familiar with. That's lesson number 22. If you want to write about architecture and you're not an architect and you really don't think about where you're living, don't write about it. Write about something you're comfortable with. If you're pissed off, that's the best time to write. Because sometimes we have the best arguments in our head and we win those arguments. It's only when we open our mouths that we may not win those arguments. So there we go.
I started,
A lot of people lose arguments the moment they open their mouth.
Guys, that was lesson 22.
Yes, it was.
And we're getting back on track with our lessons. So tune in tomorrow for lesson 23.
Maybe.
And on how to get your book self-published.
Right, well, this is for independent publishing. So
yes,
this is for everybody who's thought to write something. It don't have to be a book. It can be a piece of paper, a pamphlet. It's yours. So you know the most important thing you want to do is you want to go to USA Government USA.gov.com. It costs $35. Something that you hold precious and dear to you. Just go on, fill out that. For $35, 3 months later, you can be in the Library of Congress for all eternity.
And your work will belong to you.
That's right.
That's how you patent it.
So what's next?
So what's next is Christos.
Christos
thoughts. Christos thoughts. Let them fly over your head. So what's on your mind today, Christos?
Today in my mind, before I came to the show today, I was talking to my niece, and we were talking about my second book.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, I stopped writing about the book. I stopped writing about 6 months already. She says to me, write about love. Your second book should be about love. I love making noise.
I know you do.
Apparently.
So, but love.
You love making love. I just caught that.
No.
I just caught that.
Besides that.
Uh-huh.
Love is a river that it will never end.
Yeah.
In love, you can write 7 straight books and you can never finish writing. Love is something you can't touch, you can't feel. It brings you to a different world. You do things you're not usually doing, bad or good. Love is something that makes you shake, makes you excited, pissed off, upset.
But now, can I interject this?
Yes.
Because you know she's going to.
How the hell you in love with somebody and you can't feel?
Now that's your broken English. Explain yourself.
Yes, please.
Because you can't feel?
You said
love is something
that you can't feel.
Because the other person don't let you feel.
Huh?
Well, that's exactly what I mean.
See,
Wait,
that's why we call this. This is how we call this Christos thoughts.
Right. So, how do you love somebody? And we all know. Well, it's commonly known that love is a feeling.
Yes, but if the other person don't love you back, what do you have?
You still have love,
but you still have love, and not only that, but the other person can't control anything that you do. They have no control in it. You have all the control. Now you may want to give them some control to, make you feel how you feel or what you feel. Mm-hmm. But you have all the control. It's what you relinquish to
love
them.
is what you give to somebody.
Right.
You don't expect from them, because if you love yourself and you find that you have feelings for somebody else, you of course want them to reciprocate when you say that you love them. But love is a giving thing. Like if I say, Christos, I love you as a friend and a brother, then you know that I'm giving my love to you.
Right.
Now, is that what you mean when you say it's something that you can't
If they
feel?
don't respond to
If
your
they
love.
don't respond,
Right.
Okay, what happens?
but that doesn't matter.
What does that mean when you say when they don't respond?
It means you might love somebody from here to Timbuktu,
Mm-hmm.
but if they don't respond to your love, that's what I'm saying, that it makes you feel,
Empty?
yeah.
Wow. Well, that's
some
a possibility.
People,
some people do
but
feel empty.
some people don't. Everybody doesn't feel. Some people just, some people are in love with themselves. So much
True,
so.
true.
I think a
They
lot
don't-
of
they
people
don't care for
are in love with
nobody else.
themselves.
Okay,
True.
let me finish. They are so in love with themselves that that love oozes out, and they give it to whomever, and they don't feel no way because you don't reciprocate their love. They love you because they love you. Love
And
is
it's
supposed to be unconditional.
And
Not to say all love is, but it's supposed to be unconditional.
So, and then there's different types of loves. It's the love
Right.
that we have as friends and brothers and sisters. Now, what type of love are you talking about? A man and woman, 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 man, man relationship? I mean, are you
okay.
talking about triads? I mean, where are we going with this?
A
When you say
man
love?
and woman, I'm talking about when Christos talks, he talks normal stuff. man and
What's
woman.
normal for you
Yeah,
ain't
what's
normal
for
us.
everybody
No,
else?
it's
not.
normal. It's not. Christmas is
For
a
you,
normal
it's
talk.
man and woman. Okay.
Man and a woman, I'm talking. I'm
Okay.
not talking about man and whatever.
Man and
a woman.
Sam,
Man and Sam.
or Susie
yeah.
and Gail.
Yeah.
So, but this, hold on, you said something that really, what do you mean unconditionally?
Sure.
You love this unconditionally. Did you ever love a man in your life unconditionally?
Yes,
Yes.
I have.
And what
I still
happened?
do.
He's over there and
No,
you over here.
he's dead. Yeah, he's
But the
over
fact
there.
of the matter is,
You're
when you
absolutely
love
right.
some-
He
when
is over
you're-
there. He dead.
He gone. Well, what she's saying, she still love him. So
Right,
that
right.
doesn't mean that she doesn't still love him.
Do you love a man in your life that you never got together? Just you love anybody?
Oh
you mean
no,
a
no,
little
I never loved anybody that I
Right.
wasn't with.
And that's what I'm saying. So what if the unconditionally comes in?
Well, you're missing what I mean by unconditional.
What does that mean unconditional?
Unconditional means I love you because I love you, not because of something you did or who you are or what you reciprocated to me or from me or whatever. I love you because I love you, and that's unconditional.
Yeah, that means I'm gonna accept you and your jacket and your hair and her earrings and shoes and everything about you, whatever comes out your
Your
mouth.
stinky
It's a
breath when
code.
you poop in the
Right,
bed
it's
at
a
night. I
code,
mean,
you know?
I just love you.
Right. It's for me. It's like my girlfriend code. No matter what happens, no matter how much she pisses me off, it's the girlfriend code.
Yes, still
and
a
she
girl.
called me up and she said, "Joe, girl, I done got all the way out here and I forgot my shoes. What's the girlfriend code? I go get the damn shoes and bring them to her." That's
But
the
I mean,
code.
this is real.
That's the code. So that's love. That's
Right.
unconditional.
Right.
That's if me and her fall out, and we do.
Yeah.
At the end of the argument, we still love each other.
Right.
Because I accept that she has an opinion, and I'm not trying to change it.
My friends, they changed the conversation completely.
No, it's about love.
I'm talking about
so
men
let
and
him have
women
his-
love.
Okay, so what's
men
your
and
thing?
women love.
Okay, so we should know. What's your thing?
I'm talking about men and women love. Can a woman love a man unconditionally that he can run around everywhere and she can say, "Oh, I love him," and wait for him?
There are women like that who do that.
They do.
There are women
Really?
out there. I'm
No.
serious.
It's
I
so many different kinds of
Christos,
love.
wait a minute.
Even
I
men
don't
shows
know
in
anybody.
love.
Christos,
Well, you
but
need
that's
to
what
learn
I
from
was
more
about to
people.
say. That's exactly what I was about to say.
Well,
You need to
Obviously,
people.
you ain't had a lot of women in your life.
Not unconditionally.
I mean, no, he don't even know what unconditional is. Pass me my water, please. You don't even know what
Let me
unconditional
tell you something.
is.
First of all, you
Yes.
can unconditionally love your parents and your siblings and everybody else in your family.
Right,
You
that's
can
true.
unconditionally love your friends. We can unconditionally love each other. Like right now, if people didn't know that we were doing a radio show right now and they walked by and saw us arguing like this, they would think, oh, they're not going to be friends later. But they don't know the depth of our friendship, which is
Right.
based in love and respect for each other.
Absolutely.
Then I agree with that part.
Okay, so even with a man and a woman, and me, been married since the dawn of time,
Okay.
all right?
That's
Okay.
what she said. Time must have just started.
It did, because I'm trying to tell you. But when I fell in love with my husband, I didn't say, I'm gonna love you except for when you do this or only when I can do that. That's conditional.
Right. That put constraints. You putting constraints on love. I mean, look at how. Okay, see, if more people loved their mate like they love their friends, your friends, you give them more rope to do whatever the
You
hell
watch
they
them
want to
hang
do in your
themselves
life.
and you bring them off the road.
Right, and carry them and put them in the bed and take care of them and nurse them back to health.
Just so
But
you can
let
do that
your
stuff
loved
all
one,
over
let
again.
your woman or your man do that, and you
Thank
want to
you.
shoot, kill them, and divorce them.
And then take everything they own.
Absolutely.
Out of sight.
And show them.
Is that unconditional?
No, that's not, and that's not even love. So if more people would understand that love is what you do with your friends, then you'll start marrying your friends
Exactly.
versus marrying them folks out there that don't really matter to you.
Because a lot of people today, and I'm really talking about the current generation, they have a laundry list of what their mate is supposed to be before they get married. Rather than saying, I really like this person, I'm going to get to know them, and we're going to have a relationship. And there are a lot of relationships that are heading in that direction, right? They're not getting together because of his bank account or her bank account or back and forth. They're getting married because they're friends. They respect each other. They have a goal in mind. And should marriage be a contract like that? I think so. Because when you're both on the same page and you're living in the same house, it's easier to say, you know what, I'm not going to do the kitchen today, but the person that you're living with say, oh, the kitchen ain't done. They just go do the kitchen. They don't wait for you to come home and bitch about the kitchen.
Right. Or if ain't nobody cook no dinner,
they ain't gonna come and say,
"Oh, where's my? How come you ain't cooked?"
No, they say, "Baby, I noticed that we didn't have no food today, so I brought something."
Or we come on, baby, let's go out and get something to eat.
That's unconditional.
Right. Or what do you want for dinner
That's
tonight,
marrying
baby?
your friend.
So why is it unconditional when you tell them that you want them to sign a contract?
Legalities are always part of life. That's why.
And another thing, here's the deal. You know, only reason why people have people to sign contract is because they don't trust the person that they're getting involved with. Okay, the only reason why a man asks you to sign a prenup or a woman asks you to sign a prenup is because they don't trust you.
Right. And
they don't
have
trust
to do something
you.
Like that.
There is no trust.
Unconditional.
There's no love, really, because I don't trust you. I don't trust you enough to be in my life and not steal everything I got. Furthermore, I don't care enough about you to open my life up and give it to you.
That was going to be my point. I actually know a couple. They each had their own money. They didn't have a lot of money, but they had their own money. And she had her own house, and he had his own car, but they got married. They never conjoined their life together.
Right.
So a year into their marriage, when they're supposed to have been celebrating their first anniversary, she's contemplating stepping out on him. And I said, the reason is because when you got married to him, you didn't share everything with him. Not that it shouldn't be hers.
And you're not sharing that?
Right. And not that it shouldn't have stayed hers, but she shouldn't say, well, he took my $750. But y'all married, it shouldn't be his $750.
Or your $750.
You know
it should be y'all's.
Right.
Because that's what happens.
And she should be able to say, baby, I went in your wallet and I took $50. I needed to go pay this ticket. And he should be cool with that. Even if she doesn't tell him. Because his wallet was there and she needed some cash. That's how my marriage is. His wallet's there. I need some cash. He knows where it went if it's not in his wallet. I got it. He's not worried about somebody else walking around with his money. Just like I don't have my cell phone from my husband. I don't have my friends from my husband.
Right.
Even though you think I have to sign a petition to leave the house.
That's what Crystal said. You got to get a petition to get out.
You know, and I just want you to know, KT, when you left, I was in the house. I was in the house.
Baby.
I'm so glad you got me back.
How many times, not you personally, but
Of course.
Can a husband pick up the wife's phone when it rings, when it rings, if she's not there?
Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I have no problem. I will tell my man my code. I don't have a problem with my code to my email, everything. She'll tell you, I have no problem with giving people my, because
how come then people now
they have
their phones, you can't even not touch it, look at it.
True, but here, once again, it goes back to a lack of trust.
It does.
You do not trust the person you're with. And not only that, but you not only don't trust the person you're with, you don't even trust yourself. The reason why you put a code or a lock on your phone.
No, my phone has no lock.
No, listen to me.
You said this is not directed toward us.
Right.
Let's keep it in
I'm just keeping it general.
Yes.
The reason why most people put locks and codes on their phone is because they got something to hide.
And when you have something to hide, you don't have no business being in a relationship.
Thank you. Not in no committed relationship.
Not in even a hookup.
I don't mind being in a hookup because you're not. No. Let me talk. You're in a hookup because you're not trying to conjoin yourself with that person. That's a whole different program. But if you're in a committed relationship, I'm saying you're my man, I'm your woman.
Yes, I agree.
Then my life is an open book to you.
Right.
Now maybe just somebody out in the street is different.
Right.
But me and you know my stuff, I know your stuff.
Right.
Okay.
I agree to that.
That's the way it should be. That's called trust.
So is that why something I saw the other day that if a woman, if per woman, if your girlfriend or wife's phone rings, or not wife, if your girlfriend's phone rings and she says to you, pick it up, sweetheart, I'm busy, marry the damn woman. Because
Well, there you
usually,
are.
huh? What?
I said, there you are.
Yeah, because usually they say, oh, it's my private phone. I said, it's private phone. The whole world knows about your phone except your husband or your wife. Am I wrong?
Well, yeah, you're right, and that's not in everybody's
So how come everybody else in the
though.
world knows about your phone?
But that's not
and-
everybody's relationship. There are people who just have trust issues. They may not have anything to hide. They just feel like, here's my phone, I can be whoever I want to on my phone. And let's just face it, even though between the three of us, we've nearly 15,000 Facebook friends, how many of them are actually our friends that we can
Yes.
sit down and have a personal conversation with? So it's like talking to a person on the train. They don't know you from Jack Sprat. You may get off the train and never see them again. So it's social media. You get on social media and you talk and you say things that you would normally say anywhere else. It's a freeing experience. Now, when you're with a person in a relationship, there's certain things you want to say, but you got to be very careful about how you say them. So rather than say them, you text it to somebody talking about it.
Anyway,
So, well,
it's just
anyways,
things. It's real simple.
so listen, guys, we have come to the end of our road for today. I know when you're having fun, good things just,
That's
you know
everything.
how they go.
Yeah.
Time flies when you're having fun. That's what Janet Jackson used to say.
Yeah.
So listen, guys, we appreciate you listening to us. Come back tomorrow. We love you. You've been listening to the Jamaica Funk Show with KT, Joe, and Christos. And before we go, Joe, what you doing tomorrow? You on the show.
I am on the
What
show.
you doing tomorrow?
I'm on the show.
All right. We'll see you on the show, on the Jamaica Funk Show on US.
And hitusa.radio.com,
USA.
people.
HitUSARadio.com.
That's right.
Well, I remind.